What is up, y'all? We're here for our Totally Tuesday manifestation oracle reading. I hope everybody is doing well. I am. I was waiting tables out on the patio tonight, and my allergies have been kicking up. I've done some deep cleaning over the last week, and then stuff's in the air. So I have post-nasal drip and scratchy throat, and everything's been fine, but I haven't been outside a lot in the last few days, and so my section was in the patio tonight. And I'm taking this order for this one table, and I can feel my eyes start to water, and it's 8 people, so I can't really do this quickly, and I'm trying to hold it in, and then my throat is tickling, and which is making my eyes water, and I'm wanting to cough, but coughing's canceled. You can't cough anymore. So I'm I can't do anything. So I'm just trying to hold it in, and I'm tearing up. And I even they started asking me questions, and I was trying to answer, but I'm a horse, and so, but I'm also trying to hold in a cough, and my eyes watering, and I was oh gosh, sorry you guys, my allergies are kicking up right now. I just apologize. And they're oh, that's fine. But they were totally oblivious, and they just wouldn't let me step away and get a hold of myself, take a drink of water or anything, compose myself. So I was just going on, and they were asking more and more questions, and I'm oh my gosh, I'm trying to hold this in. My eyes are pouring water, and then I realized that I'm finally able to walk away, and they're oh, and we're gonna add some sides, and I'm having to turn around because I have my nose is starting to run. I have clear post-nasal drip coming out of my face. I'm standing there taking the order. I can't do anything. I'm trying to hide behind my hair. I'm these people are watching me have a meltdown. I have snot. It's probably shining in the sunlight. I'm oh my God. And then that was at the beginning of the table. So I had to just face them for the rest of the evening for hours. And here we are, just living our dreams. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't happen again tomorrow. But yeah, I'm recovering. Just, no day without some kind of horrible embarrassment. All right, so what do we need to know for this coming week about what we need to do for our goals and our dreams and our manifestations? What do we need to focus on in order to reveal more of our potential, and what are we trying to overcome to avoid our pitfalls? So our first card was, stay optimistic. Ego was a big card this week. It was coming up a couple of times to warn us about maintaining our thoughts and our consciousness and our feelings, and not letting outside influences ruffle our feathers, right? Because we work hard to cultivate the garden within so we can live in that state of paradise. So when you invest that time in yourself, and you build that certainty in the creator, it's when that slips, and then chaos starts slipping in, you start losing that inner peace. You're oh yeah, I remember what it feels like to not have affinity with the light. I remember now the coldness and unpleasantness of separation, and not being in a mental state of unity or just certainty in the light. And certainty is not when you know the answer or the outcome. In fact, usually you don't. The certainty is faith beyond reason, that it doesn't matter what the circumstances look like, that everything can play out for your highest good, and that everything is ultimately happening for you and not to you. It's for the unfoldment of your potential, of your elevation, of your awakening of consciousness, of your soul development, essentially. So when life is throwing curveballs at you, or whatever circumstances, whether it's overly exciting in a good way and you don't want to get too carried away and ungrounded, or whether it's throwing you, challenges and sometimes tragedies, it's It's not that we're bypassing those feelings, but we're understanding that no matter what, there is a divine order and a divine plan at work. And the magic is when you relax into that knowing that you'll be taken care of somehow. That's when the miracle comes through. Without that, it's like the fear, the lack, the doubt, the scarcity, the franticness, that's what starts shutting you down and creating more static, more chaos, self-fulfilling prophecies, right? So stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle happens. The miracle zone, right? It's when we're in a state of peace. We're let go. We're like, whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what? Let's the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. That's the kind of attitude of letting go. It's just like, I've done what I can, and now it's out of my hands. You you do your part, right? And you get your consciousness there, and you wait for divine guidance and direction before you just rush to take action, right? When we're in that reactive state to the circumstances, we're not really using our free will at that point. We are like reacting from an animalistic survival instinct. And it's not necessarily our higher instincts. It could be, and probably is, our base instinct. So you want to pause and you want to wait for that divine guidance and use your discernment and your wisdom before you instantly try to take action to resolve the situation or to receive instant gratification or to instantly fix something or make something feel better. You want to be able to have the threshold to withstand that so that you're not making hasty choices and hasty decisions and self-destructive decisions. Okay, well, this one came out when we were talking about overcoming our shortcomings. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to learn and grow. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't set all your attention on one thing. When you are trying to manifest something and you're obsessing over like one particular thing, it's like there's too much pressure and like tension and contraction because the obsessing over or fixating on implies that there's not trust, that there is not allowing for the universe to do its magic, or for, divine influence to flow through the situation. So it is a state of lack, of fear, of trying to control, right? Of trying to manipulate. So you free yourself and you free up the energy around the circumstances by just shifting your focus to something that brings you joy and is fun. So, for instance, I've been trying to grow this YouTube channel. And I shouldn't say I've been trying. I have been growing this YouTube channel. But I would like to grow it faster. And I, kind of get fixated on what causes me to have certain surges in the algorithm versus not. There's certain times of year where people just seem more active than others. And I was getting so tunnel visioned around making YouTube work that I lost focus of just growing the platform in general. And the other day it was like I'd offloaded a bunch of things and in my mind, and I cleared up a lot of emotional space. I've been doing a lot of healing work, and I've been doing the mother and father healing things, like we've all been talking about. And it actually did free up a lot of bandwidth, and I was suddenly really motivated, and nothing was causing me to be held back or procrastinating. I was like, I need to start a TikTok. I've been meaning to do this. And I started the TikTok, and it was really lighthearted, and I was just like, whatever, we'll see how it goes. Maybe, there's still a chance to grow on a platform. And it's so crazy. It's like the TikTok started growing my YouTube channel. So whether this is, you are single and you're out meeting people and you're dating, or you are looking for a new job and you're looking at different places that you'd like to put in applications, or you are starting, your own freelancing thing and you're looking to build clients. It's like the more widespread your network, the more options you have, the more freedom of choice that you get to make. But it also frees up a lot of energy for the universe to do its thing too. Because if you're not obsessed over one particular specific outcome, then the universe is free to follow the path of least resistance. So when you get clued in and clear on the essences and the core components of what you want and how you want to feel and why you want it, sometimes the thing that you think you want, you don't necessarily have to have that exact same thing. Sometimes there's something that you hadn't thought of that would be even better. And you're like, oh my gosh, didn't even think about that. But it does have the essence of all the things that I wanted, right? For instance, when I found the restaurant job that I work at, I was not looking for a restaurant job. I was looking for a way to get out of film and television production. And I wanted to be able to be free to grow this channel and to grow this platform and to grow my tarot readings and coaching with people. And I needed to have flexibility, and I wanted my days open, and I wanted, to have a nice environment and good people to hang out with. And I wanted to like where I was. I wanted beautiful surroundings. I wanted a pleasant drive. I wanted easy, straightforward parking. Like, there were certain things where I was just like, if I could have these things, I think that I could be pretty satisfied. And then I found the place that I work now, and it has all the things that I love. It's close by. It's got a great, the hours are the perfect thing that I want. It was just everything that I wanted. And I was like, oh, great. This works out perfectly. But there was this belief in me that I would never go back and serve at a restaurant again. I just got so burnt out with it before. But this time around, I feel totally differently about it. I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like it. I'm choosing to be here. And so it's a different experience. But I gave options a chance. So try different ventures and experiences as a way to learn and grow. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to know about? What will help us? Divine Magic. Okay, tomorrow is the full moon in Pisces, you guys. So I'll be making my workshop. Hopefully I'll be able to post it and get it up before work. I don't know why, but on the full moons and new moons, it takes forever to upload my videos, and sometimes it just takes a long time to upload. So I apologize. If I can monetize this channel, I'll be available to not have to go to work, and I'll be able to get the workshops up a lot sooner. So subscribe to this channel, like this video. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So here we have that again. It's like this double reminder. The energy is around you. The buzz, your vibration, your zhuzh, you've got creator energy going right now, but the focus of the thought realm is maybe what's causing static or turbulence, slowing things down. So getting that mental landscape absolutely clear. Focus on what you want, the result that you want. Focus on the actions that you can take to get you closer to that. But be optimistic when you're doing it. That is the seed level from which you are creating from, is whatever seed level of consciousness that you're in when you are doing something. Like, that energy is going into what you're doing. So be sure that you believe in what you're doing, that you're passionate about it, that you're in a happy, optimistic state when you are doing it. And yeah, that'll really get the magic rolling. The other thing that will increase your effectiveness and potency is your desire for what you're doing and your passion for it. The desire is it's the thing that makes the magnet, it creates the magnetism to draw in what you want. It's your thoughts, your visualizations, and your ability to articulate what it is that you want that sends out the signal. That's the giving, that's the outgoing, that's the masculine energy. But it is the desire and the ability to magnetically draw in what you, my favorite card, what it is that you are calling in. It's from the desire, it's from that passion. A new dawn. Yay! I love this card. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Y'all, there is no reason to have any doubt that we can't have what we want and we can't create what we want to create. If we keep an open mind, we're staying optimistic. We're really believing that the best can happen. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So yes, creation phase 3. That is the point within the 4 phases of creation where it's like you've pushed past your comfort zone. You have been putting in the midnight oil burning the midnight oil. You've been putting in all the hours. You've been taking risks. You've been making sacrifices. You've been putting it all on the line. You've put your heart out. You said it. You did the thing. You said no. You made a boundary. You did all the things that were like the initiation, right? And it's like there's still crickets. And you're like, you're tempted to resign yourself to despair and give up. But you can't, because it doesn't matter if the exact thing that you're trying to make happen, even if that fails, if you do not lose hope and you maintain that certainty in the Creator, then that energy that you put into whatever it is that didn't work out then is put into a spiritual bank account where it can be transferred like rollover points or whatever to the next venture, or that venture that comes along that's really supposed to be your thing. Like it'll go into that, but you have to keep believing. Once you fall into despair and you completely resign yourself and you give up, that's when the female opponent, the male opponent comes in with the first one to punch, but the female opponent comes in with that right hook, because the female opponent gets all the points because she's the one that comes in behind and makes you feel like shit, that makes you feel like you don't deserve, like you're not worthy or capable. And she's the one that makes you give up emotionally and you feel hopeless. And so that is the knockout. That's the knockout punch, the hopelessness, right? Think about it. Depression, knockout punch. I don't want to eat. Nothing that I love brings me joy. I don't feel like doing anything, right? So the male Satan can get a couple of points and you can bounce back and you can actually win those points back from him and then like up level. But don't let resignation and despair let you lose all the points, right? And set you back vibrationally. Got to cultivate what you've built and protect it. So yes, a new dawn, breaking free, open mind, like allow for the universe to send you opportunities and varieties of ways to troubleshoot things, multiple solutions. Like keep an open mind and don't be afraid to try new things. You might be surprised at the result. I was surprised that TikTok is growing my YouTube channel. Like I've probably gotten more YouTube subscribers from my TikTok, TikTok account? What is it? A channel? I don't know. My TikTok account that I started like 5 days ago or so. I've gotten more YouTube subscribers from that than I have actual TikTok followers. So it's like, you just never know what's going to happen. So be open-minded and then have confidence as you take action, because extra magical energy is surrounding us right now. Expect miracles. We do have that full moon happening tomorrow. It is that culminating energy of, think back to 6 months ago. What did you set your intentions on that might be culminating or manifesting? And then think about, what we sort of set our intentions on 2 weeks ago in that new moon. What actions did you take to go toward those goals? And how has that been unfolding? All right, y'all. Well, I hope that you have a good rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for our full moon workshop. And then later, perhaps, if I have time, our alchemy message for the week. All right, y'all. Ciao.